everyone, this is Tiala Rising with HomeschoolLiterature.com. Today I have a middle school book review titled The Eye of Midnight. This book is honestly an incredible book. I really enjoyed it. I was caught from the very beginning and just sucked into the plot, and even though the book is about two young children, I was intrigued and it kept my attention. I really enjoyed reading it. It has such poetic writing that I am just so impressed by the author, how beautiful his prose is and how he just wove words together and described different scenes and sounds and feelings. It's just really amazing. As an author myself, I can certainly appreciate the beautiful writing and I'm inspired by it. The characters were introduced very well from the beginning. Their personalities were shown extremely well and introduced very well. They felt like real characters. It wasn't that everything about them was introduced from the very beginning and that was just it. They kept developing as the story went on. So as the plot developed, they developed, and that just gave a very real feel to the book itself. Honestly, I loved their personalities. The difference between, the boy and girl, Maxine and William, and how they were so different from each other, but their differences helped them to get through the dangers and perils because they both had different strengths and weaknesses. I felt like that was crafted very well, and they complemented each other as characters, and they felt like real children with, likes and dislikes and some pettiness and then other bravery that you wouldn't ever expect children to have, but they certainly show when you least expect it. Another part to this book that absolutely blew me away was how history and fiction were intertwined. It is so obvious that the author took probably hours researching the history behind this book, or rather the history that he wanted to introduce to this book, and how he wove it together with modern day, and I say modern day, but it's not like 2017, it's like 1920s, but it's still more modern than a historical fiction typically. So how he wove the history with the modern day New York story, it's phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. It kept me fascinated throughout the whole time, and it just gave a really realistic feeling to the story to have that history introduced into it. I enjoyed how other countries and cultures were acknowledged and discussed in the book, whereas I feel like a lot of children's literature just kind of focuses on their own home and city and town or whatever in the US, and it doesn't really talk about anything else. So this was really nice that it discussed just that there are other countries and cultures. The book was fast-paced, but it wasn't too fast-paced for my liking. I've read some books that are so fast-paced that I feel like I have to run to catch up with it, and this book was not that way. It kept me on the edge of my seat and intrigued and fascinated and wanting to turn the next page, but it wasn't too fast where I felt like I was missing anything. All in all, I really recommend this book. I think homeschool students will love it, especially with all the history. That's just a great learning moment for students and parents alike, and I definitely recommend it. So go check it out. It's the Eye of Midnight. Once again, this is Tiala Rising from HomeschoolLiterature.com. Bye.